welcome back to the Captain Sandy and Leah Rae show. We're so excited to be here with you guys today, and we are going to be answering some questions, some call-in questions that we got.
So let's listen to our question.
Yes.
Hi, Captain Sandy and Leah. This is Kayaloa at Kborge on Twitter. Captain Sandy, I've watched you and all your seasons. Love you to death, and thanks for friending me on Twitter. But my question is for Leah. Leah, as Captain Sandy's partner, how do you find yourself handling the negativity from the trolls and just some of the nasty people online that are very harsh in their critiques of Captain Sandy? Anyway, you guys are the greatest. I love you both, and thanks so much for your time.
Well, that's a really good question. Obviously, I want to defend her, like right then and there, right? But
and Kaola, we really love your name.
Yeah,
it's
I love
pretty
Kayaloa.
awesome.
I want to. Is that like Hawaiian or that's
I don't
beautiful?
Really know.
So thank you so much for your question. Yeah, I mean, naturally, I want to defend my person because I know who she is, and I know her heart, and I know who she is in life. You only see a little bit of her on the show, and so a lot of times I just don't think it's fair that they don't really see everything at times. But there have been some times where I have her written back and Sandy's like, yeah, no, take that down. So I've learned to restrain, but I think it's natural to want to defend who you love, especially knowing the truth behind like what they're accusing of.
Yeah, Leah's had to learn restraint of text and tongue.
Yeah.
Because I love that she has my back. But for me in the beginning, it was really difficult. And the first season, it was so hard. I answered everyone. I took it personal. And then I realized they don't know me.
No.
They don't get to have me. And I think for Leah, it took you a little while to say, they don't get to have you and your response. Because let me tell you, Leah went after them.
They don't get to have us. We want to be classy. And like you said.
You are classy.
Thank you. We try, and I forget how big the show is at times. Yeah. And I forget that my one comment goes to like thousands and millions of people.
Millions.
And I just have to be careful. And plus my daughter, sees, and I wouldn't want her to like respond like that. So I just want to be a good role model. And I also am a business owner, and, would I respond like that in my business? Would I respond like that in my music ministry? Anything like that. And it's a big no. So
I also think a lot of times when people see footage, they don't see all the footage. No. So there's a backstory. It's impossible for the show to edit everything. You would be sitting in front of your TV for hours if you saw everything. So they try to do the best to create that storyline. And there's many in-cabin meetings between, whoever the Twitter person is pissed off about. Like they're coming after me because maybe they didn't hear the previous conversation because it happened in my cabin and no one was around. That's not fair. Also, that song by Taylor Swift, You Need to Calm Down.
You need to calm down.
Because, you don't throw no shade here. You know what I mean? Like, that's not fair. And that's really, I also think people do that when that's how they feel about themselves. And usually people that are more evolved emotionally, I want to say like, sometimes I'll say to Leah, that's very sophomoric. And
to me?
Sometimes I say that like.
Oh, to me?
Well, yeah.
Like whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my God.
So, but we evolve, and it's all about evolving and getting the full story. So when I hear, if I see two people, I have two different stories, try to rise 30,000 feet and see it from a different angle. Because we're both human beings. People have feelings. I have feelings. The person you're mad at me about for whatever I did has feelings. And
she is a child. She is the biggest child ever. And you don't see her going down the slide and playing with all the toys and being the life of the party. So yeah, you come across as this really awesome, stern captain, but in life you're fun.
Yeah,
you're a child. You're like Peter. People call you Peter Pan in your family.
My family call me Peter Pan.
You're not serious all the time.
No, I'm not.
In
fact,
and you're actually can be sophomore.
Yes, I can.
A lot of the time too. By the way,
like all the time.
Just kidding.
I agree.
And also on social media, I've learned that click on who's saying it, and if they have like 0 followers or 2 followers. They're on there on purpose to start up stuff.
Or the person that is they're protecting, or they're, coming after me about actually started the account. So I look
Exactly.
at it like this.
Yeah.
Everybody's a human being. They have a heart. They have a mother, they have a father, and perhaps they have children. I look at them like that. I don't look at them like these angry people that want to attack. Let me tell you this.
I do.
I don't wake up
I
and
do.
think about who I can hurt today. I don't wake up and think about whose career I can end today.
Yeah.
What I wake up and think about is who I can help, how can I give back, and how can I propel people in my industry to be in my footsteps at the helm. With that comes great responsibility. And let me tell you, I'm responsible for lives. It looks fun, it looks easy, but let me tell you, when something goes wrong, I'm the one that's got the noose around the neck. Nobody else does. And every time I have to make a decision that affects the career of someone else, I call my lawyer and I get their advice. I have my lawyer on speed dial, my maritime lawyer, and thank God they pick up the phone. So I am so sorry for those people out there. I wish them well, and I love that Leah has my back. And
I got your back.
But listen-
I'm from Hesperia, okay?
but listen, Leah also has been attacked on social
yeah,
media
big time.
because
not
of
easy.
her choices in life. I got a question for people. What makes you the master and commander of the choices someone you don't know makes? What makes you the final judge and juror of that person? Do you know their backstory? Do you know if they have cancer? Do you know if they've had a heart attack? Do you know do you know if they have a niece that's on life support, or a family member that's, possibly dying? You don't know that. You don't know the backstory. So try to hold your judgment. It's not easy. You're a human being, you have skin, and just ask yourself those questions before you make that judgment.
Yeah.
That's my advice, because I do it for myself. I had a friend once tell me this, Liz Hurley. She goes, Sandy, I shared something with her that was gossip. And she looked at me and she goes, what was the purpose of you sharing that information to me? Who did it help? What you did was change my thought process about that person. You didn't help anything. All you did was hurt it. And I was like, that's my friend telling me that. But I thought about it, and that's so true.
I mean, it's just poisonous. It's just toxic energy, allowing those comments to enter into our home, into our mind, into our soul. It's not healthy. So now we just delete it. We don't even.
Right. But, I've been guilty. So I had to learn. And the only way I learned was a true friend confronted me. A true friend, like a friend. That's my friend. And it didn't feel good, but I listened. And now I have the thought process where, wait a minute, is this going to help or hurt? Think about that before you write those things, because you're only hurting people. You're not helping. And all we want to do is help people.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm sorry you feel that way. But I'm so glad Leah has my back.
I do. So that's what I do when somebody goes after my babe.
Yeah.
I restrain myself from commenting.
Right.
And I pray.
We've gotten into trouble. I'm just saying, you just get out there and you
Yeah.
Actually, I have carpal tunnel from
So
that.
we learn.
Yeah, we learn.
Yeah.
But I also know that our hearts are not to hurt people.
No.
And I also believe a lot of these people are projecting.
Yeah.
Right?
It's toxic.
Why are they so angry? What happened to them in their life?
Well, they thrive off of drama and chaos, because why would they be on your page? They have to type in Captain Sandy Yawn and read your post and then click. So they're on purpose going to your site and feeding into stuff. And it blows my mind that some people are just that bored and miserable in their life to be mean.
But we can offer something so wonderful.
So you
right?
always do that back. You say, I'm sorry you're so sad or upset.
Because I don't want anyone to suffer. I don't want anyone to have that hate in their heart. I don't have hate in my heart. I never have. I don't even know what that feels like. Yeah. I've been hurt. I've been angry. I've been upset, but I don't hate people. That's something I've never experienced. No. So I can't imagine what that feels like. And to go to that level, you must be pretty hurt. Yeah. So I pray that you find forgiveness in yourself, forgiveness in others, because it starts with yourself. And I talk a lot about this in my new book, Self-Leadership. I got to check myself first, check my ego at the door, check my judgmental attitude at the door. Because trust me, I'm a human being. I have judgmental thoughts. But I think to myself, who does it serve? who does it hurt? I want to help. I want to serve. We don't want to hurt.
No, but you have to learn how to deal with people who do want to hurt, like that's the reality of it, is people are going to on purpose seek out and try and take you down.
Yeah. What did you do when people hurt you?
I cried at first.
And then what?
And I was affected. And then I started responding. I started trying to defend myself and explain myself to people I don't even know who they are, and I thought, why am I trying to defend myself to people who I don't even know and they don't even know me? Like, people are saying I'm going to hell because I love you, and I'm an insult to God. And I mean, it just went on and on. My dad died because of my sin. I mean, people can be really cruel.
Her sin of loving me.
Yeah, really mean. And yes, it's, I love what you said, but when you're take things like that personal, like, I'm a very sensitive person. I'm more sensitive than you are. So and I am not going to be ashamed of being sensitive like that. I'm an artist. I'm a singer. I feel the words, I sing the passion. And so it makes me sad when someone goes after you or me or my daughter or our families. It's not a natural thing to hear and take on. So that's the reality of it.
Of course, you get angry, you get mad, you want to retaliate, but we have restraint, but we had to learn that restraint.
I try. Yes.
So what's your advice for someone to restrain?
Walk away. Definitely walk away. Put your phone down. Take a breath, take a walk, and then call someone that you can talk it through with before you react.
Or listen to Leah, listen to songs, right? So
listen to music.
I play music.
Call us.
I don't know if I can say it, but I play that song F You by CeeLo often. Yeah. Although I just like the word because I can say that like in my mind, even though it's about someone who cheated on someone. The other one is You Need to Calm Down.
Yeah. But we listen to worship too, to feed our souls. It's all about feeding our souls. Like later we want to.
But when you got that attitude and you want to smack them down, I play the smack down songs.
See, I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
music.
Listen, I want to always come from compassion, but I'm a human being.
Exactly.
So thanks for that question.
Yeah,
we're so happy you joined us today.
Yeah, thanks for not being a troll.
Yes, thank you. And Leah, you gonna sing something for us?
Oh, let's do the next right thing together.
Because it's about being together.
And doing the next right thing in your life.
So we want you to subscribe. Click the link below. Leave us a question. Yes. It records you. Leave your name because we want to mention you. Yeah. And thank you for joining us. And we can't wait to share our next episode with you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Nothing's gonna hold